Okay, listen up. This is the doc. All right. Now, I've been gentle up to this point, believe it or not. I've tried to give you some medical experience on what to carry when you need to. And you need to carry, now you know this, the oil of oregano. You need to be putting 1 to 2 drops in a 20-ounce bottle of water daily and drinking it. Keeps you from the flu. Oh, excuse me. H7N9 is becoming airborne. It's still overseas. It's not in the States yet, but it's going to be. Okay? But so you got to get used to that oil of oregano. But anyhow, the oil of oregano. Then you need the iodine. All right? Now, I know you got iodized salt to protect your goiter. No, you need 1 drop of iodine in your food daily, or in your coffee daily, or in your water daily. However you want to take it to not taste it, you need iodine, 1 drop in there daily. That removes or that protects all your glands, not just your thyroid. You have a pituitary gland right in the middle of your brain, and you have glands under your arms. You have glands all over your body, okay? It's the endocrine system. You have all kinds of glands, and they need to be protected, all right? And 1 drop of iodine will do that with the radiation and help remove it from the system, because Fukushima is a nightmare that the government is not recognizing, all right? But I am. So iodine has no side effects. Let me get up close. Iodine has no side effects. So take it. Stop whimpering. Just take your medicine. All right? You got the iodine. You got the oil of oregano. Now, I want to talk to you about the ion. Repeat after me. Ion silver nitrate. It's a pump. You get it at the health food store. If you want to make your own colloidal silver, go right ahead. If you turn into a Smurf, it's not my fault. Okay? I mean, it literally kills everything. Any single cell organism, whether it be a virus or a bacteria, it'll kill it. The only problem is, if you don't do the dosage right, you'll turn blue and be permanently, forever, the rest of your life, blue. Okay? Just want to let you know. I don't want to be blue. All right? Sorry, I don't care. I don't want to be blue. So it's just a pump. You spray it every morning in your mouth, a couple of pumps. And it'll help protect you throughout the day. And help protect your kids. Now, I know your kids are not going to understand what in the world's going on. That's okay. You can tell them that this will protect them from any harm, from anything that is unseen. And you'll figure it out. You talk to your kids. You know what? It's fascinating, no matter how young kids are. If you sit down and have a sort of an educated discussion, then they will have an understanding. Don't just tell them, well, I'm doing this because I told you so. You're going to do this because I told you so. Well, they're going to rebel. All right? Use a little wisdom. But anyways, I want to get a little rougher. You ready to get a little rougher? All right. I've told you the medical stuff. I've showed you the medical stuff. I've gotten everything ready to the medical stuff. I've told you my history. I've told you the black ops. I've told you my experience. And I'm not going to go over that stuff no more. All right? Because I don't need to. I don't got time to move through all that. People can look at my previous videos, find all that out. Okay? Now, there's defensive stuff that you have to do in these last days. because when things does hit the fan, you are going to be, at first, chaos is gonna rule. All right. Now, what I have on me right now, I brought this up the other night. I have one shield on because you see, I am home by myself. My wife is off playing with scrapbooking. All right. My sons are grown up and gone, so I have this that I talked about on the previous, but also I have a lock blade that comes off and that opens up quite easily. Okay? Bam. Defense. All right? I just wanted to show you that you got to have that. Okay? Now, that's just me. It doesn't have to be you. It has to be me. But what I'm really pressing at right now is all those who have guns. I don't know why there. All those out there that have guns, okay? All right, you can have plenty of people or plenty of others that are going to be plated. Now, let me tell you what they taught me in Black Ops. You don't shoot for the chest. Everybody wants to shoot for the chest. Well, if you know they don't have a plate, shoot for the chest. Okay? But if you don't know, let me tell you what they taught me. And I'm going to give this to you once, and this is the only time it's going to be on the video. So if you want to hold on to it, you'll have to refer to this video. All right? All right, here we go. Number one, if the person is standing sideways, you shoot him in the ear. Kill him instantly. Their eyes. You shoot for their eyes. Okay? Kill them instantly. If they have glasses on, that could prevent that. But if you have a big enough caliber, it'll still kill them instantly. Number three, the mouth. I don't care if their mouth is shut or their mouth is open. If their mouth is shut, it'll go through the teeth, into the back of their throat, and they'll bleed to death and choke on their own blood. Okay? Now, listen. In the military, I had to shoot 3,000 rounds of ammo in order to get out of the habit of trying to shoot somebody in the chest. Because when you're dealing with Black Ops, you're dealing to take out the person, not just wound them. So it's ear, eye, mouth, neck. Because when you shoot right here, your trachea is in front. Your airway is in front. That's why you got a goozle here, but your airway is in front. You shoot somebody in the throat, okay, they will drown in their own blood, okay? Number four, and I'm just being honest here. I know this is a hard thing to deal with, but when it comes to your life or somebody else's, okay, you do what you got to do. Okay, teeth are not going to stop a bullet, but it will go into the back of the throat, and it could sever their spine back here. Okay, kill them instantly. All right, next, with their fifth, they're wearing a plate. All right, the plate doesn't cover from just above the belly button down. All right, that's a very vascular area. Everybody wants to shoot for the chest, and I understand that because that's a natural reaction. But I'm just being honest here, okay? For all you good guys who who are coming against bad guys. Now, I want to tell you this again. I'm going to say this again. Good guys coming against bad guys. You don't want the bad guys to overrun you to where you have to use this or use this. Okay? You want to take them out before they make it to your home. And this is kind of like an urgent thing I got to get out to you. From the belly button down, it's a very vascular area. You got your small intestine, your lower intestines, you got your bladder, your prostate, all that area right there. And it's very vascular, and you shoot them there, they're going down. And you'll be able to go finish them off. Okay? But I want to tell you something. You need to be prepared to finish them off. All right? This is the hard part. I want you to listen to the doc closely. Okay? Now, I know docs and, medics are made to save lives. I understand that. But when your life is on the line, the bad guy needs to be taken out. Okay? Now, if you shoot them in the eye, they're going to die. If you shoot them in the ear, they're going to die. That goes into the brain, they're going to die. You shoot them in the mouth, it could penetrate through the spine, they're done. If you shoot them in the lower abdomen, they're not going to die right away. They're going to bleed, they're going to go down, and they're going to be helpless. But you're going to have to walk up to them to finish them off. Okay, that's going to be the hard part for most people. Because, and I was talking to a man earlier today, and we had a long discussion on this. You need to seek God in these last days. Okay? I don't care whether you call yourself a Christian or not. I want you to listen to what I got to say. All right? You got to prepare your spirit. You got to prepare your heart and your mind to deal with what's right. Now, you have no history of having to kill somebody. Okay? Sadly, I do. And it's not good. Because you want to be the good guy or the good girl, not the bad guy or the bad girl. So what you got to do is you need to seek God for peace in these last days. I don't know what's coming down the road. I just feel an unction to give this video out to you to let you know. You see, once you know, you're responsible for what you know, for what you hear. All right? Now listen, I love you guys. I'm not some nut off the wall. All right? I have survived. Why? I have no idea. I should have been dead 4 times over. But apparently God has put me here in these last days to get you prepared to deal with what's got to be done. That when you protect your kids and your family, okay, I'm trying to teach you how to go about taking care of your kids and your family. All right? Now, most people won't carry a breastplate, but you just never know who has some sort of breastplate on because they think they're bulletproof with the breastplate. No. All right? Right here. But it takes practice and it takes discipline. So I want to tell some of you to go down to the gun range, run your paper target out there, and do nothing but shoot at the head. Okay? It took 3,000 rounds for me to stop wanting to shoot him in the chest. All right? Before I was able to move into the Black Ops mode with the Marines, I had to go through 3,000 rounds of ammunition to get away from the thought of shooting people in the chest. Because they normally are armored in the chest. And that's just a waste of time. I had to learn to shoot within this 8-inch by 10-inch range, and also 8-inch by 10-inch range, belly button and below. That's the only way. Okay? Shooting them in the shoulder, that ain't gonna do crap. They're gonna go, oh, but they'll still be able to shoot with the other hand. If you shoot them in the chest and they have a plate, it's gonna knock them back. As soon as they catch their breath, they're coming back at you. All right? But if you shoot them below or shoot them above, then you're able to actually walk up to them and finish them off. And let me tell you this, and I know it's hard to do because you see, I'm a child of God. I really am. But I look at it this way. If I don't finish them, they're going to hurt somebody tomorrow. All right? There's going to be some child they're going to hurt tomorrow. There's going to be some woman they're going to hurt tomorrow. And I want you to put this in your thoughts. When you protect yourself and your family, if somebody is coming against you and you are honest and decent and right in what you're doing, then they are scum. They are the lowest of the low. They are worms, and that's where they need to be. Okay? There are brute beasts, the Bible calls them in this world. And if somebody comes to try to take from you and your family, all right, by force, then I'm giving you and I'm telling you how to take them out. Don't go for the chest. All right? Go out in your backyard, practice, shooting a can off of a stick and looking at it as their head. Draw circles where their eyes are and where their mouth is. Try to poke off these areas, or try to poke them between the eyes. Because when the shit hits the fan, I know that's considered execution style, and in its modern days, the government or the law enforcement agency or the courts do not allow the execution style. But when the shit hits the fan or the WROL occurs, you do that, then you just dig a hole and throw them in it. Okay. Take care of business. That's the way it's going to be in the last days. And I just want to let you know, now I'm being blunt as the doc, but I'm being honest. You see, when you're being honest, all right, when you're being honest, then I have no guilt in bringing up what I brought up. Okay? So remember, 8 inches by 10 inches, 8 inches by 10 inches on the groin. All right? In other words, and pardon my French or my British or my Italian, if you got to blow their pecker off, you blow it off. Okay? If you got to take out their eyes, you take them out. You take out their mouth. It doesn't matter whether it's closed or open. It doesn't matter. Okay? Their ear, because they're sideways, go for the ear or for the temple. Anywhere in here. Which means you're going to have to practice your shooting. Because where you point that thing, it should be hit. It took me 3,000 rounds to where I could actually, it doesn't matter where I looked, that's where the bullet went. I didn't have to use a scope. I didn't have to use any of that crap. Okay? After 3,000 rounds, wherever I pointed that rifle, that bullet went. And that's what you need to be able to do. Because it could be that quick of a motion. Okay? Now I'm just doing this out of love, because You know what? I don't want to see God's children injured or hurt anyway. Let the wicked be wicked still. But you know what? God knows how to take care of the wicked. And he'll use you to stop. Because if you don't stop them, they'll hurt somebody tomorrow. And they'll hurt somebody the next day. Now you remember that. But you got to pray. You got to seek God and giving you strength to do what you got to do. Okay? And you got to ask God to give peace in your heart and strength, that everything you do will be just before Him. Okay? Look at your hand. See how your index, your first finger is shorter than your middle finger, and your thumbs are really down here? Why is that? Let me show you why. Because when you pray, your index fingers go underneath your nose, and your thumbs go under your chin. Which means you were fantastically designed to be in a prayer mode. I want you to think about that. God even created your hands. He could have made that finger the same as the middle, but He didn't, because He wanted it to be in a prayer mode. Okay? God bless you. God love you. I know this was a long video, but it's one that's out of necessity. All right. I don't know what's coming next week, next month, next 6 months, next year. I just know this. I've been unctioned to push you to prepare to do the right thing at the right time. And whatever that is, then I can stand before God and say, I have justly passed on what you unctioned me to do, Lord. See, I want to make it to heaven. So that's why I'm on here, because God unctioned me to do this. And if I didn't do it, He would hold it against my charge. So now you know how to take out somebody who is wicked. Boom, 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 or boom. Okay? God bless you. God love you.